Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
Hall to throw on second down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back, it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Washington as they come onto the field. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, You can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Ready, break.
To throw it is Hall on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Hall firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Hall. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hall. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 16 carries, 66 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Richardson to the air on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And looking for a... And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick six. So dealing with this deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Richardson to throw again after the pick six. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hall. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Hall. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Hall now from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Hall. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Hall. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defense. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Robinson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Richardson working from the gun. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On the draw, Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to 1st.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Buying time to us, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of him.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Hall caught left side. Hopkins. It's the first time that they looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. For the Vikings, they're 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hall. Hopkins with a quick feet. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Hall. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go, set. Red 38.
Now Hall on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Hall. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Richardson to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, Richardson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Richardson now on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 40. Past the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up second down. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.